So maybe you only have a weekend, or you want to try and maximize as many Hawaiian islands as possible in your week's vacation. So in this week's video, we're going to give you our best 2-day itinerary to explore the beautiful island of Oahu. Cue the intro.
What's up YouTube? Trevi from the Adventure Buddies, the modern travel family, bringing you another video filled with tips, tricks, and inspiration to make sure you maximize your next family adventure, like we always do here at the Adventure Buddies.
So before we get started, if you are considering a trip to Hawaii, especially during the COVID pandemic, make sure to click this link above, because getting into the state of Hawaii is a little bit more challenging due to the pandemic. And so this video is going to walk you through step-by-step process and what you need to do. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So let's talk about accommodations first and foremost. So we break up Oahu into two parts, typically the north and the southwest. And up north you got Turtle Bay, and so if you haven't seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall, that's the hotel where that is shot at. But the more popular location, the one that you're probably going to stay at, is Waikiki in the southwest part of Oahu. So here downtown Waikiki, you're going to have a ton of amenities, a ton of skyscraper hotels, and this is going to have everything you need to do to enjoy that particular area of the busy Waikiki. So we're going to break this up into a 2-day itinerary that's going to walk you through the north and the south to make sure you have the overall best time. So let's assume you're starting in Waikiki. So day one, we encourage you to drive north, headed towards the North Shore. We encourage you to get there early because it does fill up and parking is fairly limited. So if you start all the way up north, we encourage you to start at the tippy top. We're gonna go check out Pipeline, especially Pipeline in the wintertime, as this is where the waves are huge and where they have the iconic Pipeline surfing competition that many of us know and love. So after you get done checking that out, there's a couple key snorkeling areas that you wanna check out, and do so because the marine life there is incredible with the crystal clear water that Hawaii is most known for. So a couple of our favorite beaches are Sharks Cove, which offers a ton of coral reef and some rock enclosures that offers a protected area for some really cool marine life to be present, where you can swim all around. Here you can see a ton of different tropical fish as well as a famous green sea turtle. So once you get done with Sharks Cove, we encourage you to go across the street, and here you're gonna be met with a ton of different food trucks. These food trucks offer some of the most amazing food on the entire island, so we encourage you to go try them all. But please note, if you do go, expect some long lines, because this is an extremely popular spot that you don't want to miss out on. Continuing on with some really cool snorkel spots, as you travel a little bit south, so on the west coast of the island, you're going to want to make a stop at 2 additional locations. First off, we recommend checking out Mermaid's Cave. This is a secret cave that can be found during the low tide that offers a mermaid-like experience where you can hop down in these rock formations and expose a hidden beach due to the low tide. Check it out. After Mermaid's Cove, travel down maybe about another 10-15 minutes, you're gonna come up to Electric Beach. Electric Beach, what is that? Well, this is a beach that's next to a power plant. So this pipe generates some hot and cold areas within the water that attracts a ton of sea life. So it's a great opportunity for you to get out and snorkel and be immersed by a ton of Hawaiian marine life. You won't want to miss this spot. So after this all-day adventure of exploring the north and west coast of Oahu, you're probably going to be exhausted. So you want to make sure you get a good spot for dinner, not only to enjoy the beautiful, delicious Hawaiian cuisine, but more importantly, you're not going to want to miss the Hawaiian sunset. This sunset is breathtaking. So if you're down staying in Waikiki, it's very hard to miss or find a bad spot for the sunset. But trust us, this is something you're not going to want to miss as you round out day 1 of your Oahu itinerary. So day 2 of your Oahu itinerary is going to actually stay down in Waikiki. So what are you going to do here? Well, Waikiki is most famously known for one of the best and easiest spots to learn how to surf. And so we suggest that you go out and rent a board. There are plenty of areas in which you can rent boards from and paddle out there. There's not only just rental boards, there's also plenty of opportunities to get surfing lessons to make sure that you get out there and have an amazing time. I kid you not, This is the easiest opportunity you're ever gonna get to surf. And this is a ton of fun. And what better way to connect with the Hawaiian vibes than getting out on that longboard and surfing those magical blue waves. So after you spend the morning surfing and really soaking in all that Waikiki has to offer, you have a couple different options. You can go and explore downtown Waikiki that has a ton of different shops and other amenities that are pretty typical within a natural metropolitan downtown area. But what we suggest is you getting back out into the beautiful Hawaiian water so you can continue to explore the best of the island. So a couple ways you can do that. One, we recommend, if possible, try and get on a sailboat or a catamaran that will take you along the coast of the island. This is a great way to see a little bit more of the island from a different perspective, but also being immersed and surrounded by the beautiful ocean of the Hawaiian Islands. And so if you can't do that, there's also plenty of different excursions, such as Dolphin and Me, that offers a really cool, unique, immersive dolphin experience where you actually get to hop in the water and swim with dolphins and sea turtles and have a really cool time inside the water while interacting with some marine life in the wild. So again, if you have the opportunity while in this tropical paradise, get back out into the water if all possible. So if water is not your thing, don't worry. Oahu has a ton of beautiful inland activities that we also highly recommend. Some of those are some really cool hikes and famous landscapes that we think you should check out. So for instance, there's an area where you can go on a Jurassic Park ride that really gets you feeling like you are immersed in the Jurassic Park movies. There's also a ton of hikes. For instance, if you can, it's illegal right now, but the Stairway to Heaven hike is one of the most iconic hikes on the entire island. Well, there's also plenty of other hikes that offers these cool pillbox experiences, which is basically a concrete lookout that overlooks the entire island. We highly suggest checking out one of these if you can. Or there's some other iconic areas like Waimea Falls, which offers a really cool, unique hiking experience into the waterfall. So between traveling up north, staying in Waikiki, going out on the water, or exploring inland, there is a ton to do in Oahu. And so yes, 2 days is probably not enough to experience the whole entire island to its fullest. But if you take this 2-day itinerary and you jam it packed like we just said to, you're gonna have a tremendous time, and most importantly, a memorable time in the beautiful island of Oahu. So if you like this video, please consider giving us that big thumbs up. Comment down what other things you would do in Oahu, and then make sure you hit that red subscribe button down below so you won't miss out on another adventure coming your way. And so I'm Matt from the Adventure Buddies, and I hope you enjoy this video. And remember, life's an adventure. Who are you going on it with?